We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Oakland A's and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Athletics enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a four-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
At the plate, Jorge Mateo. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McCutchen is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder.
Striding in for Oakland, Ramon Laureano. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Racing back the center fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson.
The first baseman.
Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. Next up for the A's, Chris Davis. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Hot shot down the line. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
These Phillies as they enter play here tonight, fellas, despite the loss. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. And there you see the leadoff man, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll start us out in the home first.
Phillies, the left fielder.
Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Andrew McCutchen is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Pulled toward right center field. Laureano is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. The 1-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. So he's into second with a double here to kick off the second inning. And that's a good time to check out our A's leaderboard, and it shows that he currently ranks 3rd on the squad in that department. Into the box, Austin Allen, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. They'll come into play here at 319. 5 homers and 17 RBIs.
In today's game, and seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Sheldon Noisy is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Jesus Luzardo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. The A's strand 1. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go. Now to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. 29 home runs for him on the year, and it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box now, Roman Quinn. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. To come in here at 259, 7 homers and 22 RBIs. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Hit hard down the line. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
Striding into the box, Phil Gosselin. Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's out.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Swing and a liner. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2, all even now at 1-1. So it's back to the top of the order now, and digging in at the plate next will be Jorge Mateo.
Jorge Mateo.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper is over to his left as he snags this one for the 1st out of the inning.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, in this last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning.
We're back now as the Phillies prepare for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning, and this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. Entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank 1st in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Standing in now, Aaron Nola, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The count now at 2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Davis is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So 1 gone in the inning as we take a look at what's on tap for the Fightin' Phils over the course of the next 7 days. And we, of course, will have all the action for you right here on the show. So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia 3rd. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. It was selected in the 1st round. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Davis going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in for his second at-bat, Scott Kingery. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Kingery, certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, he's a premium defender. It doesn't matter. Anything that's in his vicinity, right or left of him, 5 steps either way, is getting vacuumed up. So they trust this guy's glove in a premium spot no matter where he's playing.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. Chris Davis next to bat, a base hit in his first trip. Now the pitch. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. Ball 1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these two arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. A ball and a strike. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Lined hard toward right center, and this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back. Stepping into the box, Bryce Harper. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. A ball and no strikes.
Harper.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Fastball well outside.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Chopped up the line to first, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Harper on at first, nobody out. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The 1-1 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's safe.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman.
Stepping in, Roman Quinn. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
This is in the air out to right field. Davis the catch, tagging is the runner from third. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
2 are gone in the Philly fourth, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi.
Sheldon Noisy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Goslin has a play. He's got it 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. Back to the top of the order now, and digging in at the plate next will be Jorge Mateo. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's taken for a called strike 2. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Our score remains 2-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Into the box now, Phil Goslin. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
The third baseman, number 6, Matt Duffy.
Now at the plate, Matt Duffy, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
And he's back in standing. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again, a throw over. And the fans don't like this at all. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In there, a base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Field. Laureano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
And in steps Scott Kingery. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball just missed above the zone. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
And now it'll kick around in the corner. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Here's Bryce Harper now. Rounded softly down the line toward first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. The 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. In there, 2-2. Here's the 2-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You could work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
This is on the ground over to first. Olsen takes it on his own, and the inning is over. 1 for the Phillies here on the RBI double. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 3-1 Philly. Striding in, Ramon Laureano. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Matt Olson stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. He's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 11 for him on the season. And the A's have made this a 3-2 ball game now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Kingery's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the A's 2. Now batting, Rhys Hoskins. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Drives it to deep right field. Davis going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Lou Trevino will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Stepping in now, Roman Quinn, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think
a swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this will land untouched. And it's fouled away. A pause and the 0-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
baseman, Bill Gosselin.
So now to the plate, Phil Gosselin, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Davis is under it, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Quinn is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The batter, the catcher.
Digging in, Austin Allen. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Smoked on the ground left side. And into left field for a 1-out hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through. Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, D-Row. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
In there, no balls and a strike. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
And he takes a look at strike 3 called, and that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
To the plate now, Jorge Mateo. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up onto first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. They're down 3-2.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Matt Duffy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Bryson Stott will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
He's hitting for the Phillies. Number 15, Bryson Stott.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. That's lifted the other way out to left. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 22.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Andrew McCutchen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. And And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one in the Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Ramon Laureano will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there. A ball and a strike. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, the right fielder, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A's are gone in order. They trail 3-2. Joaquin Soria is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Joaquin Soria.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Scott Kingery will get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. Line towards center field. Laureano is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Soria is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
At the plate, Roman Quinn, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 1-0. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Laureano will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're up 3-2. So now it's Mark Canha. First delivery to him on the way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through for this first. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
David Robertson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 30, David Robertson.
Into the box, Matt Chapman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Chapman is batting exactly .230. Not where he wants to be, I'm sure.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Matt Chapman becomes the first out in the 9th inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pulled toward right center field. Quinn will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Sheldon Noisy.
So stepping in, Sheldon Noisy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Two out here and a runner at second. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. They're on their feet here in Philly. Some 43,000 in full roar. Again, another foul ball. Last strike now for Oakland. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, nice job slamming the door shut right there, and I'm told he just tied me on the all-time saves list with 158. That's a number I'm proud of, and he should be too.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Philadelphia took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Aaron Nola pitches his way to a league-leading 12th win of the year. David Robertson wraps it up for the save, his 21st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.